We work with Spotlight in a lot of different ways. We have, let's say it's from like sort of the one end of the spectrum. We have programs that Spotlight runs the whole AR program for me as a part of my team. They work directly with the leaders at ServiceNow. They're running the planning and all the execution. We also have programs where we call it sort of director support, where they're supporting another leader on my team. So in that role, maybe they're doing some more operational things, execution, where the leader on my team is studying the strategy. We also use Oz as our operational backbone. We do perception audits and some insights research with Spotlight, and then Spotlight also helps us on a number of operational things like tracking measurements and metrics for the team. So we've had so much success with Spotlight really coming in and leading programs. It's given us a lot more scale. So, for example, Spotlight leads a lot of our industry analyst relations work, new markets that we're getting into that this team just doesn't have the ability, the time to get to. Spotlight's been fantastic, particularly sort of what's the landscape, how do we get started, building some of those early relationships. We've had a lot of great work with Oz. We're using Oz not just for the data capture, but we've been early adopters of an insights-driven approach to analyst relations and have given a lot of thought and time to how do we curate those insights, share them with the company, and that's been really successful. The last thing I would point out are the perception audits. I mean, it's just like gold dust when you get that feedback from the analyst community, and it's done in such a highly professional way that we can just take it, share it internally with our executive team, and it's really been able to help us show the momentum and the impact we're having in the market. For me personally, it's also just great to have a sounding board, to have someone I can text quickly and say, we have this project coming, we have something unexpected. ServiceNow grows so fast that there have been times I've reached out and said, surprise, we're launching into a new industry, I need help. And they quickly can get me who are some of the top analysts, what's the top conversations that are happening in that space, all the way to then starting to really ramp up a full program. I love that Spotlight is dedicated analyst relations, does nothing else, and not just dedicated, but like loves the profession. They love the art and the craft of it, and I've really just tried to not just make themselves a great agency, but how do we lift up the whole profession?